Hi and welcome to another Type with me. In this video I'm going to talk about NPM. What you need to know about it. So if you don't have a lot of knowledge about NPM, well, then this video is for you. Well, NPM, it's a Node Package Manager, right? That's where it stands for. And if you go to npmjs.com, you will see that you will find a great website where you can search for a lot of great library, for example RxJS, and then you see here RxJS, and you will always see how to install it. npm I, which stands for install RxJS, right? Of course, npm is something where your Node project starts with. So when you install Node, you will have npm installed as well. So let's see how this works, and let's use npm. All right. So when you want to start a new Node project, you can do npm init, right? And then he will ask, well, what's the package name? He will take the package name tutor, because that's our folder where we're in, right? So we can say, okay, I want to have that. Description, index, and so on, and you can fill it in, and then you can say yes. And then a package.json is being created. But another way to do so, and I'm gonna delete this one because it's important to have that as well, is -y, and you will see that he just creates it and he doesn't ask it for you. He just creates a package.json there, and then you're ready to go, right? So last week we saw how we could use JSON div patch. So I'm gonna install JSON div patch, right? And if I install it, you will see that he will create here a node_modules, right? So you will see here the node_modules, and then you have here JSON div patch, but also the other packages that he needs. So he has also a package.json, and in that package.json you will see a lot of things that are just there, but the most important ones are dependencies, and he depends on chalk and div match patch. And then he has some kind of dev dependencies, but that's not important. Normally we don't need that one, right? We need chalk and div match patch. But for example, div match patch, if we go here, you will see that he will have also dependencies, so he needs to download them as well. Or I think well, this one doesn't have it, but then maybe chalk has, right? And so you see here dependencies, ANSI style, escape string, regex, and support Scholar. So you need to know that these kind of things are happening when you are using npm, right? Of course, now I want to here add index.js, right? And then here I'm going to use this, but instead of it using it like this, I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna save it, right? And it's here, it's an import, so yeah, that's a little bit strange there. So what we can do here is to require, because we're gonna create a Node application, right? So and here I'm gonna do const. Again, this is a very great and useful pattern. And if you are not able to use import from, well, then you need to use it like this, right? With the require. And that's something, and you see it right here, Node require. So it's something typical from Node, right? So if I now do node index.js, you will see here that he just executes the program. It's something that we saw last week, and so it's just working, right? I'm not a quite big fan of this, because with NPM and with Node package manager, you are dependent on something centralized. You are dependent on a Node package manager that registers these nodes somewhere in the central system. And then, of course, when you need them, they're gonna download it and they're gonna install it into your application itself. You have a lot of other dependencies on it and so on. I think a better approach is just the import from, and then just a URL, and then you get it in there, right? But that's that's another discussion, right? So this is how NPM is working. Very easy and very basic, right? So if you need to have a package and you want to use it into your Node application, well, very easily just install it, and that's a dependency, right? So you need it when you are executing it within node.js. If you don't need it when you are executing it in node.js, but you need to have it when you are developing your application, well, then that's a dev dependency. And what you can do for that is just do -d, which is dev dependency. I'm gonna see, maybe just to show you, right? For example, we want to add TypeScript as a dev dependency, so he's gonna install it as a dev dependency, and then again, if we are going to refresh this one, you will see here that we have TypeScript as a dev dependency. That's that. Another very important thing that I still want to mention, if you are not able to put your application into node.js kind of structure, or in this kind of structure. Again, if it's node.js or it's just a browser application, that's fine. If you are using React or Vue, yeah, that's fine. But another very useful tool is npx, right? So npx, what does it do? It's just mp from node package, and then x from I don't know, I need to search it up, but npx will help you when you want to execute something and you don't want to install it into your application. So it could stand for node package execution, something like that, I don't know. But it's just very great, because then, like I said, it's just gonna download the P11Y, so it's gonna download its package to check the accessibility, for example, for YouTube. It's just an example that I can tell you. I think it has also npx HTTP server, so that you can start an HTTP server but not want to install that into your package.json, for example. Well, then that's a great thing to do. So there are a lot of great tools that npm has to offer, or packages has to offer, and that you can use it in this regard. So I would recommend you to check it out and to see what it will be. So I'm just gonna check my own website, because type.me.dev maybe. And then again, is going to download the package again, and then he's going to download Chrome again. So again, you need to know that he needs to download it again. He needs to have it again, because he puts that into a temporary folder, then he is going to execute it, and then you get your result. So it's a little bit slower than just having it somewhere installed into your package.json. But then again, I think it's a great way to just use it like that. So npm is great for your node package management. So if you need another package and you want to include it into your own node.js application or your own JavaScript application, React, Vue, or whatsoever, you just need to use it like that. And then you have two different ways, a dependency and a dev dependency. You have also peer dependencies, but that's something a little bit more advanced. I'm not going to bore you with that, but the dependencies and dev dependencies are the most important ones. And then you have your node modules right here where he installs all your packages that you need. And if you don't want to install them directly into your project, you can use npx. By that, it's a powerful tool that I really recommend you to check it out. So thank you very much for watching this video with me, and I hope you learned something from it. And please subscribe to my channel if you like this and wants to learn more about JavaScript, TypeScript, the web development space, or something else that I maybe also gonna cover. You never know. Thank you very much. See you next time.